Hey guys, I thought I'd share a little story this morning. One thing you must know before I get into the story is that I grew up in Odessa, Texas. It's a small town out in West Texas. There are no lakes, rivers, ponds, streams. Well, there is a pond, but it's a duck pond and nobody's getting in that. So, anyway, I head off to the Bahamas and I think that I am the Bahama Mama. I'm feeling pretty good. My friend Monica and I decide we're going to go on this snorkeling excursion. So, we head on over to the snorkel shack where we pick out all of our gear and we're so excited. I am super excited. I've never done this before and I suit up right then and there. I put on everything. And I look over at Monica and I can't help but I just bust out laughing. I mean, she looks so ridiculous standing there with all of her new appendages. So once I finish laughing at her, we both start to make our way to the water. You know, a couple of steps in, Monica's falling over. She's rolling around on the beach and getting all dirty. And I'm still kind of laughing at her, you know, and I'm thinking I have it down because I'm high stepping with my fins. And all of a sudden, as one foot's coming up, the other is coming down, and I step on that fin. And lo and behold, now I am rolling around on the beach. And I don't know about you, but if you've ever tried to get sand out of your swimsuit discreetly, it's not happening. It's not a pretty sight. It's very uncomfortable. So anyway, by now, Monica is flailing around in the water. She's made it to the edge of the water. She's not deep enough yet where she could start swimming, so there's a lot of splashing going on. I finally join her in the water, and I immediately, as I hit the water, I tumble into the water, and I come up out of the water with wearing a seaweed wig. I mean, it literally looks like hair. This chunk of seaweed is so big. And I can hear people all over the beach, up and down the beach. They're just laughing and pointing at us, and it was pretty embarrassing. And all of a sudden, there was one really nice bystander that decided to give us some unsolicited advice, but I much appreciated it. He yelled to me, "You're supposed to walk backwards." So I threw up my hands, I turned around, and I walked effortlessly into the ocean. And what I saw was one of the most beautiful sights I had seen up until that point. And I guess the point of this story and what I want to ask you to think about over the next few days is, what are you doing? Are you doing the same old thing, never trying anything new? Are you stuck in a rut? Are you okay with failing? Are you okay to being laughed at or falling down, getting sand in your pants and a seaweed wig? Those are the people, the most successful people, are the ones who are willing to try something new, that aren't going to be okay doing the day in and day out the same way every day. Take a chance, do something different, think outside the box. I encourage you to do that because you never know what beautiful sights may be on the other side of that. How rewarding is that accomplishment going to be when you do something that no one else is doing?